Namo Buddhaya. The Satasahasrika Prajnaparamita Sutram, the largest sutra on perfect wisdom, the chapter 78, the exposition of the non-existence of own being. The fruits which result from his deeds are never lost. Subhuti. If there are the dharmas of a Bodhisattva, which then are the dharmas of a Buddha, the Lord. Just these are the dharmas of a Buddha. When he fully knows them in all their modes, he then attains the knowledge of all modes and forsakes all the defilements together with their residues. The Bodhisattva fully knows these things, but the Tathagata is one who has fully known all dharmas through a wisdom which is conjoined with one single mark. This is the difference between the Bodhisattva on the one side and the Tathagata on the other. Just as the candidate in one thing and in one who is established in the fruit is another, and yet they are not both of them not holy persons. Just so the Bodhisattva stands in the place of a candidate to the unimpeded path, whereas the Tathagata has attained a state of non-blindness for all dharmas. This is the difference between the Bodhisattva on the one side and the Tathagata on the other. Subhuti. If, however, these dharmas are empty of own marks, how can, with regard to dharmas which are empty of own marks, a difference or distinction be apprehended to the effect that one says, this one is a being in the hells, this one an animal, this one someone in the world of Yama, this one a god, this one a human, this one is on the stage where he becomes one of the clan, etc. To this one is a Tathagata. And as these persons cannot be apprehended, so likewise their karma or its karma result. The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is as you say. In respect of dharmas which are empty of own marks, no karma or karma result can be apprehended. But when those too ignorant to cognize dharmas as empty of own marks manufacture a karma, be it badly done or well done, with or without outcomes, then through badly done karma, they are hurled into the three states of woe. Through that is well done, they are reborn among gods and men, and through flawless karma, they are reborn in the world of form and the formless world. Therefore, the Bodhisattva who courses in the perfection of giving, etc., in the 18 special Buddha dharmas, as a flawless practitioner produces these dharmas of a Bodhisattva. When he has produced them, he enters into the adamantine concentration, which is attended by the retinue of the limbs of enlightenment, and then he fully knows the supreme enlightenment. After that, he works the will of beings. When that will has been worked, he never again forgets what he has learned, and in consequence, he cannot be hurled again into the samsara with its 5 places of rebirth. Subhuti. Has then the Lord, when he has fully known the supreme enlightenment, apprehend samsara with its 5 places of rebirth? The Lord. Certainly not. Subhuti. Has then the Lord apprehended the dharmas which are black, white, or both black and white? The Lord. Certainly not. Subhuti. If they have not been apprehended, how could he conceive of the hells, the world of animals, etc., to the stream winner, etc., to the Tathagata? The Lord. Do then those beings cognize all dharmas as empty of own marks? Subhuti. Certainly not. The Lord. If those beings were to cognize that all dharmas are empty of own marks, then the Bodhisattva would not set out for the supreme enlightenment, and in consequence he would not set beings free from the 3 states of woe, etc., from samsara with its 5 places of rebirth. But because beings do not recognize dharmas as empty of own marks, they are not set free from samsara with its 5 places of rebirth. Therefore, the Bodhisattva who has heard from the Buddhas and Lords that dharmas are empty of own marks sets out for the supreme enlightenment for the sake of beings. These dharmas do not exist in such a way as the foolish common people have settled down in them. It is thus that these beings imagine and apprehend dharmas as existing in their own right, when in fact they are not and do not exist. And then from the notion of a living being with regard to what is not a living being, the notion of form with regard to what is not form, etc., to the notion of unconditioned dharmas with regard to what are not unconditioned dharmas. Their thoughts, perverted by the perverted views, they bring about karma by body, voice, and mind. Such people are not liberated from samsara with its 5 places of rebirth. Therefore, the Bodhisattva coursing in the perfection of wisdom performs all the wholesome dharmas included in it, and courses in the course of a Bodhisattva with the result that he fully knows the Supreme Enlightenment, the vision of the Holy Truths. Having fully known them, he proclaims ill its origination, its stopping, and the progressive path which leads to the stopping of ill. He demonstrates and illuminates them, reveals, explains, and expounds them, and establishes others in them. In these four holy truths are included all wholesome dharmas, as well as those dharmas which act as wings to enlightenment, and through which their respective determination of the three treasures takes place. Which three? The treasure of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Through the manifestation of these three treasures, beings are liberated from samsara with its 5 places of rebirth. Subhuti. Does then parinirvana take place through the cognition of ill, or through ill through the cognition of origination, or through origination through the cognition of the stopping of ill, or through the stopping of ill through the cognition of the path, or through the path? The Lord. Parinirvana doesn't take place through any of these, but it is the sameness of the four holy truths which I have taught as parinirvana. Subhuti. What then is the sameness of the four holy truths? The Lord. It is where there is no ill, no cognition of ill, no origination, no cognition of origination, no stopping, nor cognition of stopping, no path, nor cognition of the path. The suchness of those holy truths, their non-falseness, their dharmahood, the dharma element, fixed sequence of dharma, stability of dharma. It is the element, the dharma element, which is firmly established whether Tathagatas are produced or not, and conduce to the dharmic state which is undiluted and never fails. Thus it is that the Bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom courses towards the understanding of the truths, and yet the truths are not something that should be understood. Subhuti. And how again does the Bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom course towards the understanding of the truth? As he courses, so he understands the truth, and when he has fully known them, he penetrates to their thusness, with the result that he doesn't fall on the level of a disciple or practical Buddha, but enters on a Bodhisattva's special way of salvation. The Lord. Here the Bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom doesn't see those dharmas in such a way that when seeing them he apprehends any dharma whatever. Not apprehending them, he sees that all dharmas are empty. He sees that they are all empty, whether they are included in the truths or not included in them. When he views things in this way, the Bodhisattva who enters on a Bodhisattva's special way of salvation becomes established on the stage of those who have become one of the Bodhisattva clan, and as a result he cannot fall from the summits unto the level of a disciple or practical Buddha. Having stood on the level of the Bodhisattva clan, he produces the 4 trances, the 4 unlimited, and the 4 formless attainments. Having stood on the level of quiescence, he carefully examines all dharmas and thoroughly understands the 4 holy truths. He comprehends ill, but doesn't produce a thought which has ill for its objective support. He forsakes origination, but doesn't have a thought which has origination for its objective support. He realizes cessation, but doesn't produce a thought which has cessation for its objective support. He develops the path, but doesn't produce a thought which has the path for its objective support. But what he does is to see with a thought inclined to enlightenment all dharmas such as they really are. Subhuti. What is the real truth about dharmas such as they are? The Lord. Emptiness. Subhuti. What emptiness? The Lord. The emptiness of all marks. Through this kind of insight, he discerns that all dharmas are empty. Not of any dharma does he see as own being, an own being which would provide him with an existence on which he has stood when fully knowing enlightenment. Subhuti. Is then enlightenment non-existent? The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is, as you say, enlightenment also is non-existent. It has not been made by Buddhas, practical Buddhas or Arhats, nor by those Bodhisattvas who here course towards enlightenment. It is only because beings do not cognize or see what things really are that the Bodhisattva coursing in perfect wisdom demonstrates Dharma to beings through his skill and means. This is the end of 79th chapter of the large sutra on perfect wisdom, the Satasahasrika Prajnaparamita Sutram.